Hello everyone, you're welcome to solve this nice trigonometric math problem, which is 16 to the power of sine squared x plus 16 to the power of cos squared x. This is equal to 10. So what is the value of x given that x ranges from 0 to 360 degrees? Let's provide a solution from here. Now, we have 16 raised to the power of sine squared x plus 16 raised to the power of cos squared x. This is equal to 10. From the trigonometric identity, that is sine squared x plus cos squared x, this is equal to 1. We can make cos squared x to be the subject of the formula, so that now cos squared x, this is equal to 1 minus sine squared x. Now, let's substitute cos squared x with 1 minus sine squared x, so that now we have 16 raised to the power of sine squared x plus 16 raised to the power of 1 minus sine squared x. This is equal to 10. Now, the next step is that we can express 16. This is the same thing as 2 to the power of 4. So we have 2 to the power of 4 sine squared x, then plus 2 to the power of 4 multiplied by 1 minus sine squared x, cross the parentheses, this is equal to 10. Now, let's open the parentheses here so that we have 2 to the power of 4 sine squared x plus 2 raised to the power of 4 times 1, this is 4, minus 4 times sine squared x, this is 4 sine squared x, this is equal to 10. The next step is that 2 to the power of 4 minus 4 sine squared x, this is in the form of a to the power of n minus m, which we can express as a to the power of n divided by a to the power of m. Applying this exponent property, then we have 2 to the power of 4 sine squared x, then plus, this is 2 to the power of 4 divided by 2 to the power of 4 sine squared x, this is equal to 10. Since we have 2 to the power of 4 sine squared x here and here, so we can let 2 to the power of 4 sine squared x be equal to u. Let's substitute u back to the equation here so that we have u plus 2 to the power of 4, this is 16 over u, this is equal to 10. Now, we have u is a whole number and 10 is a whole number, so this is over 1. Let's multiply by the LCM, which is u times u times u. U times u, this is u to the power of 2, then plus 16, this is equal to 10u. Now let's take 10u on the left hand side so that we have u to the power of 2, subtract 10u plus 16, this is equal to 0. We can solve this quadratic equation by factorization method, where we have u to the power of 2 subtract 10u, which is minus 8u minus 2u plus 16, this is equal to 0. So we have got two parts here. From the first part here, u is common, so we have u, this is u minus 8, subtract 2 is common here, so we have 2 into the parentheses, 2u divided by 2, this is u, plus 16 divided by minus 2, this is minus 8, and this is equal to 0. U minus 8 is common, so we have u subtract 8 multiplied by u subtract 2, this is equal to 0. So we have got two cases here. we have u minus 8, this is equal to 0, and we have u subtract 2, this is equal to 0. Now from the first case here, we have u1 is equal to 8, and from the second case here, we have u2 is equal to 2. In case 1, we have u1 is equal to 8. In case 2, u2 is equal to 2. Now, if you recall, we have that we can let 2 to the power of 4 sine squared x be equal to u. So from case 1, we have u equal to 8. So this is 2 to the power of 4 sine squared x. This is equal to 8. So we have 2 to the power of 4 sine squared x. This is equal to 8, which is 2 to the power of 3. Since the bases are common here, that is a to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m. Since the bases are common, exponent n should be equal to m. Applying this property, then we have here 4 sine squared x, this is equal to 3. So let's divide both sides by 4, so that now sine squared x, this is equal to 3 over 4. To solve for sine x here, we introduce a square root on both sides. We have a square root of sine squared x. This is equal to plus or minus a square root of 3 over 4. Let's eliminate the square root sign here, so that we have sine x is equal to plus or minus a square root of 3 over 4. So that now sine x is equal to plus or minus, this is now a square root of 3 over square root of 4, which is 2. So we have sine x is equal to square root of 3 over 2, all sine x is equal to negative square root of 3 over 2. So we have got two cases here. Now in case 1, we have sine x is equal to square root of 3 over 2, and sine x is minus square root of 3 over 2. Now let's have a graphical representation here. Let's have xy plane. This is the x-axis and this is the y-axis. Now in this case, we have here coordinates of 1, 0. Here we have 0, 1. Here we have negative 1, 0. And here we have 0, negative 1. Now we have, this is the first quadrant, this is the second quadrant, this is the third quadrant, this is the fourth quadrant. Now from here we have sine x. Remember, sine is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. Now from here we have opposite here, we have root 3 over 2. This is root 3 over 2. Hypotenuse is equal to 1. So here we have an angle of 60 degrees. So we have 60 degrees here. So we have sine x equal to root 3 over 2. We have the value here of x equal to 60 degrees. That is 1. Also we have that in the second quadrant, we have an angle of 180. This is 180 degrees minus 60 degrees, and this is equal to 120 degrees. So here we have 120 degrees. So here we have 120 degrees. So these are the positive angles. Above the plane here, we have that these are positive angles of x. Now we have sine x is equal to minus square root of 3 over 2. In this case, we have 180 an angle that traverses here from 0 to this point here, we have 180 plus 60. So we have 180 plus 60, and this is equal to 240 degrees. So here we have 240 degrees. So we have another angle here, which is 240 degrees. The next step is that we have, again here, we have another angle in the fourth quadrant. Now from 0 degrees all the way to this point here, we have 360, subtract 60, and then we have an angle of 300 degrees. So another angle here is 300 degrees. So we have that when sine x is equal to plus or minus root 3 over 2, we have the values of x equal to 60 degrees, 120 degrees, 240 degrees, and 300 degrees. So these are the values of x when sine x is equal to plus or minus root 3 over 2. Now let's proceed to case 2 from here. In case 2, if you recall, we have that u2 is equal to 2. And if you recall, we insert that 2 to the power of 4 sine squared x, this is equal to u, which is 2 in this case. We have that 2 is, here we have a common basis of 2, and this means that 4 sine squared x, this is equal to 1. So let's divide both signs by 4 from here, so that now we have sine squared x, this is equal to 1 over 4. Sine squared x, this is equal to 1 over 4. Now, so for sine x here, let's introduce a square root on both sides. We have a square root of sine squared x. This is equal to plus or minus a square root of 1 over 4. So this implies that sine x, this is equal to plus or minus 1 over 2. So we have two possible values of sine x here. We have one is a half, and the second one is minus a half. Now, from here, let's draw a graphical representation here, that is x and y plane. This is the x-axis, and this is the y-axis. So now let's have a plane here. Here we have 1, 0. Here we have 0, 1. Here we have negative 1, 0. And here we have 0, negative 1. So this is the first quadrant. This is the second quadrant. This is the third quadrant. And this is the fourth quadrant. We have that sine x, this is opposite over hypotenuse. So we have the opposite here, which is a half. Hypotenuse is 1. So this means that we have an angle here. Sine of a half, this is 30 degrees. So we have sine x equal to a half. In this case, now we can determine the angles of x here. The first is 30 degrees. So let's put here 30 degrees. The second one, we have in the second quadrant, we have another angle here. Angles in a straight line add up to 180 degrees. So 180 minus 30 degrees, this is 150 degrees. So we have 150 degrees. These are positive angles above the plane. Now, sine x, which is minus a half, these should be the angles below the plane. Now, in this case here, we have another angle here. This is 180 plus 30, and this is equal to 210 degrees. So here we have 210 degrees. And lastly, from the fourth quadrant here, we have 360 degrees minus 30 degrees, and this is equal to 330 degrees. So we have a 330 degrees. So here we have 330 degrees. So these are the angles or the values of x when sine x is equal to plus or minus. We are saying that when sine x is equal to plus or minus a half. So these are the values of x. So kindly follow the steps, like this video, and kindly subscribe. See you in the next video.